Morning, one and all. Today is October 17th, and man, has it been a wild week here in the U.S. these past 2 weeks, or what? John Gruden, coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, or better yet, former coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, apparently had been on a tear for the past 7 years about race, homosexuality, transphobia. Basically, God knows anything you could cover. And my question is this, because I did notice that the NFL circled the wagons, and they circled the wagons quick, and have come out and said that no one else has been involved in sending emails that have been subjects of criticism of the league or attacking gay rights or attacking black folks, but he was emailing somebody. Word was that he was emailing Bruce Allen, who had connections to the Washington football team, or as they were called, the Washington Redskins at the time. And I'm quite sure before everything is smoothed over and buried very deeply, some more things are going to come out. But the NFL, being the NFL, has a lot of money, has a lot of powerful lawyers, and I can guarantee you that Old Boy Network, which they have protected for many, many years, will continue to be protected. This is one of those things where they made John Gruden the face of what was wrong, and John Gruden will continually be that face. And for a hot second there, they trotted out a few prominent ex-players to try to defend him. But somewhere along the line, somebody decided John had to go. So John will be the sacrificial lamb for those folks who want to get upset, those folks who are going to want to point fingers. But the truth of the matter is, John Gruden ain't the only one involved. He's just the cat that they decided to put out there and go, here you go. Here's somebody you could have. Well, that's what's going down in football at the point. Then it's back to what regular happens in football, those Sunday games. Speaking of Sunday games, today being the 17th, they got Jacksonville and Miami playing in London. Although both teams they're there. They're NFL teams. But they do have their share of fans, and I'm quite sure whichever one you root for, you'll be happy to see them win. Folks, in our daily lives, we go through a lot. Interactions with other people, relationships with folks we think care about us, but then maybe they don't. And as we walk, we just try to figure out how to make it to the next day. For some, it's a little bit easier than others because they just do what they do. 1 minute they cool with somebody, the next minute they not. They've burnt a lot of bridges and will probably keep on burning bridges. They will take that person and make them look like a bad guy, or feel like they have to use them as a bad guy in order to make them feel better about whatever it is they're doing. That's just life. But on top of all of that, don't let it get you down. People, we have to reach a point where we just have to stand up for ourselves. Today being Sunday, It's going to be a stampede for the altar. A lot of folks then had a good week out there partying and doing whatever it is they do, kicking it with whoever they kick it with, and now they want to run to the altar and ask for that forgiveness. But then there are some out there who are really going through things, have really been in pain. And those are the ones that we need to look out for. You know, Revelation 21 verse 4 says, "And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away." I say that to say this. Sometimes, in order to get over something, you got to go through something. There are going to be people who will label you just because you allow them to. You know, you may be one of them folks that drama ain't your thing, and you tried to do right by folks, but some people take that and go, hey, they weak, so I can just do what I want. I can go out here and have them thinking I care about them, but in the meantime, I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. I still like Bobo over there. I still like Juju over there. Yeah, I'm telling this person I'm cool with them, but I still got to have my little outside thing. And it happens. People will pump you up just to tear you down. Because some actually get a little sick pleasure out of that, and that's on them. But let me tell you, in the long term, you're going to be all right. So just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward because that day going to get brighter. Don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. So here we are, October 17th. For some of you, you know, you partying every week. I'm quite sure some of you already got your little Halloween party plans put together. Who you gonna kick it with? Who you gonna lay up with? Who you gonna roll with? Some of you have already decided, hey, I'm gonna kick back a little bit and ease up on what I normally do because, man, when Halloween roll around, I want to be the one. I want somebody to recognize me because I'm going to be a number one. And the truth of the matter is, some of you probably need that because that's all you know. Some of you have turned your back on other people because in the little group that you run with, there's always a certain pecking order, and maybe your stance in that pecking order is a lot taller than your stance in what you felt was a relationship. So you substituted kicking it with your group over kicking it with somebody you felt that you could build with, or at least told someone you wanted to build with, but hey, it was just time killing. But for those people who have been drugged, slung, dissed, you're going to be all right. It takes time. It takes getting over a whole lot of silliness in order for you to be better. And I know some of you out there listening going, this dude always dragging about stuff that don't make sense. Just get over it. Depends on where your heart is and what you feel about life. But in the meantime, I'm going to say what I always say. Each one reach one and teach one. Look out for those who can't look out for themselves. If you are legally armed, train up your folks. Take them to the range. Get them proficient. Get them to the point to where they can carry legally. Start a neighborhood watch. Start a cop watch. Watch the folks who are watching us. It is October 17th, 2021. For my folks in Texas and Florida, where COVID still runs wild and rampant, and where they have kind of got you into a mindset of you can just go out and kick it, keep yourself protected because COVID is real and it's taking folks away from here on a daily basis. Stop buying into that media hype. Protect you and yours. Everybody have a good day. May the team that you root for do its best. And I'll holler.